Okay, Mr. Hunt, we are live. Yeah, if anybody can hear us. If you can hear us, you should be able to hear us. We're doing things a little differently today. So, Mr. Hunt, I need some comments up here. I should fire you? All right. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me out there? We have a countdown going on. Let me know if you can hear me. Hello? I'm getting worried, Alan. Okay, Linda says, yes, they can hear me. Yes, we can hear you. Excellent. Okay, we've got 2 minutes, everybody. We're going to play a quick little game here. I've got a secret surprise guest coming on today, and she is going to craft with me, and we're going to ask her some questions to see if we can figure out who she is. All right, you're going to even hear her voice. So let's see. Where are you from, my secret guest?
I'm from the UK.
From the UK. Alrighty. Yes, Gail, there will be no picture yet. We're playing a little game while we count down. So my surprise guest is from the UK. How do we know each other?
Ooh, we have been friends for, let me see, I think probably 8 years, would you say now?
8 years. Oh my
8 years.
gosh.
Long years, Angie.
8 long years. Is that what you just said? Okay. Let's see. Are you normally, do you craft a lot? Have you been a crafter all these years?
I have indeed. I've been crafting for all my life, but professionally, I would say 25 years now.
25 years. Oh my goodness. Okay. Somebody said, is it Sarah? It is not Sarah, but that's a good, very, very good guess.
Oh
Okay,
my
let's
gosh.
see. What else can we ask? What color is your hair? We'll do
Uh,
that one.
Is that a trick question? Is it a natural color or the gray?
You got 10 seconds, lady.
Blonde.
What'd you say?
Blonde.
Blonde. Okay. Hi, everybody. No, she's not here with me just yet. So let's see, do we have any more guests? Okay, let's see. A couple more. Let's see. What do you do for a living? And it's okay to start really cluing in on this.
I craft for a living.
You craft for a living.
Hmm.
No,
Yeah.
it is not Lisa Horton, but very, very good. Good guess. Um, have we ever worked together?
Yes.
We
Many times.
have many times. Okay. Let's see. No, not Lisa Horton, but Lisa and I did actually work together. Okay, so let's see. You have blonde hair, crafted for 25 plus years. Um, what? I have a question. Have any of your, all right, do you own a crafting business?
Yes, I do.
You do. Um, have any of your products ever been on the Home Shopping Network?
They sure have.
They have. Who
Yeah.
brought your products onto the Home Shopping Network?
I think that might be LDRS Creative.
LDRS Creative. What is the most recent product that has been on? Yes, it is someone from scrapbooking and card making. It is not Sarah. What is the most recent product that has been on HSN?
Oh my gosh.
It's
We
big
have,
and it weighs a lot.
yeah, we have had our wonderful magnetic glass crafting mat on
That
HSN.
is true, our glass crafting mat. And what is the name of the company that produces that glass crafting mat?
Squirrel and Vine.
Squirrel and Vine. And who is my partner in crime at Squirrel and Vine?
That would be me.
Oh, there she is. Welcome, 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 everybody. Tonight in the house, we have Nikki Hall from Polka Doodles as well as from Squirrel and Vine. Yay! Hello, 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 Nikki, my beautiful, beautiful friend. So tonight, I'm going to give you guys a little quick rundown on what is going to happen tonight. So Nikki and I are going to be crafting together. This is the first time we've ever done this together. What time is it right now in the UK, by the way?
It is actually 3 minutes past midnight right now.
After midnight. So she is staying up past her bedtime to be here. Everybody, by the way, is flooding you with hi, Nikki, hello, Nikki. Everybody's so excited to see you.
Oh, it's such a lovely welcome. I've got to not guffaw too much and laugh too loud because I may wake my mother-in-law up next door.
Well, that's the mother-in-law, so that's okay. I'm kidding. See, my mother-in-law lives in Texas. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Well, and we're in Michigan, so I'm kidding. I love my mother-in-law. She's very sweet. I'm just Helen's going, whoa. Wow. Yeah, she's listening. I gotta say the right things there. Anyway, so a couple of things are gonna happen. We're gonna be crafting together tonight. And then don't forget, we also have a giveaway that we do all the time. So we're going to be doing that at the end of our crafting. And then I want you guys to stick around because we're doing HSN, we meaning LDRS, me, well, actually Carol, doing HSN on Tuesday. And so I want to give you a sneak peek of all of the bundles that we're bringing to HSN. So you don't want to miss that. You definitely want to stick around for that stuff. So so we're going to get going. So let's see. Nikki, is there anything that you want to say before we get rolling?
No, I don't think so. Just thanks for joining us, everyone, and I'm really excited to be here. Let's hope that there's plenty more of these. It's a little difficult staying up till midnight. I had to actually come and actually do some work so I didn't fall asleep. I was kind of but no, let's get started. I'm excited to get something made. I don't know how good it'll be at this time of night for me, but I'll give it a
I'm
go.
sure it'll be great. You are always creative. I have sat next to this woman on a plane and watched her draw like from a blank screen, and in minutes she's got these amazing characters and stuff. She's incredibly talented, and I'm so thrilled to know you.
Oh, thank you. I'm thrilled.
Okay, and everybody's loving the glass mat too. Oh, wow. Barbara, how about a glass mat as a giveaway? You know what? I think that's a fabulous idea. The problem is we just sold out of them. We literally just sold out of them. So it's going to be a while before we get any back in stock because they take a long time.
I really just got mine.
You just got yours.
I just got mine. I think it came on a slow boat to China.
Yeah, it takes a long time to ship from Michigan to England. Yeah. So, okay, so I can't tell you what the giveaway is going to be yet. You have to stick around for that, and you do have to be present to win. Yes, and Gail, you're right. At least I do still have a mother-in-law. That is, I was only kidding, by the way, with all that. She's actually got a great sense of humor. So if she's watching this, she's probably giggling. Okay. So today we're going to be working with some more Squirrel and Vine goodies. So we're going to be working with these really, really awesome calligraphy masks. These are fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And I haven't worked with them in a long time. So we're going to show you a close-up on these. I've also got, oh my gosh, I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read. I've also got the Wildflower Botanicals that I'm going to be working with. Now, just so you know, we have the bundle up in the store. For both of these wildflower stamps are not even for sale yet individually. These are technically in our May collection that hasn't been released yet. So the only way you can get them, if you want to get them ahead of everybody else, is in this bundle. And Nikki, are you actually, do I have the wrong ones? I'm showing you the winter ones. This is the wildflower one. I'll show you better once I go overhead. Are you using the winter ones, Nikki?
I am going to, yes.
Okay, so you're going to get to see both of these in play. They're really awesome. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. We're going to switch our camera, Nikki. If you want to switch yours overhead, I'm going to grab my glasses so I can see what's going on. Is there something you need to say, Alan? I don't know. Let's see. We don't have to put my glasses on while I'm on camera. Okay, there we go. Oh, I wish I could make yours a little bit brighter, darling. Shoot. Unfortunately, I don't have control over the brightness. I don't know why that's coming in darker. Let me see.
I can't make my camera any brighter, sorry. I've got literally the whole of the lights in Yorkshire on my desk right now. I've got to have a fan on. I've got that many lights on, and it's still really dark. So
I'm afraid to actually click on anything. Oops. Your name just came up. I just figured out how to put your name up on the screen. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't have control over the brightness on your screen. But all right, so I want to show you guys what we're going to be working with. So you see this is quite large. What do you know what the size of this? I'm trying to remember what it is. Let me see. Each sheet is
8 by 12 inch.
8 by 12 inch. So these are quite large. You're going to get, I don't have this memorized anymore. How many sheets are in here? I don't remember. 24 sheets. So they're 8 by 12.
And 4 of each sheet.
4 of each sheet, 6 designs. 6 designs. I'm going to open one of these up just to show you. Let's just open one up. Now, you know when you get like Avery labels, and you know it's always white on white. So I know this looks like a white sheet of paper, but it's always white on white when you're looking at labels, and then you peel them up. So you like, I don't know if you can see, you can kind of see the lights are super bright in here. So you can kind of see a little bit the letters on there. I can see them better than you guys can because I'm not on camera. But see how these letters peel up? All right. This one is a D. Let me put that on my mat here. This one is a D. All right. So they are sticky backed. It is a temporary adhesive, so you can reuse these letters. And each letter, we've got the letters in 3 different sizes, and there's multiples of each letter as well. So you're going to find, and we noted on here that the letters come in 3-inch, 2-inch, and 1-inch, so that you can write all kinds of, if you will, all kinds of different words and phrases, or just do, you know, like somebody's initials or something like that, like monogramming. And then in our wonderful little pocket here on our Cling and Store, this is where I have my stamps. So I have my my wildflowers on one side, and then I have the winter botanicals on the other. And I did crop, you know, if you notice on the packaging, and let me zoom in more, honey. Zoom in more. Okay, there we go. If you notice on the packaging, we have a little stamp guide on here too. And we have one, it's in here, but we have one for the winter botanicals too. I saved those, all right? So, so I don't lose that guide, and it just helps me out if I'm not sure how I'm going to be stamping something. I've got that as my guide. I have a couple of blocks here that I'm going to work with. And then I literally just grabbed a whole gazillion colors of ink. So let me tell you what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to let Nikki tell you what she's going to do, if that's okay. Is that good? Does that work for you?
Yeah.
Nikki? Okay. I don't know what I got on here. Okay, so on here, if you can see that, I put the Y, O, and U. And we only have like less than an hour, so I've already started just a little bit. So I have the word Y, O, and U, and so I have the 3-inch Y and the 2-inch O, and then the 2-inch U. And I have that on my Neenah Classic Crest Solar White cardstock, 110 pounds, and it's on an A2 card front. And I'm going to be stamping in beautiful, bright spring colors, all of these gorgeous flowers all around it. That's going to take a few minutes, and then we're going to have the reveal, and then you're going to see the magic happen. So what are you doing, Nikki?
Yeah, okay. So what I'm doing is I'm actually going to, I was trying to think of a word that I wanted to do. So although I'm using the winter, these will work really well all year round as well, because the only thing that's really wintry in there that I would say you can't kind of use for anything else is that there's 2 holly leaves and a little pine cone. But I mean, I have a holly tree in my garden, and I think it has leaves on it all year round. So I've decided that I'm going to actually do someone's name. So I'm going to actually um, do this for someone called Amy. Now, I don't actually know anyone called Amy. It was just like, I didn't want it to take forever.
I like that.
Just being honest. I kind of wanted, actually, what I did want to do, but I didn't want it to be a really big project because, we don't have all the time in the world. And so what I really wanted to do was to do 50 because I thought it would be really cool to actually do a nice 50th birthday card, and just it might be something that people don't think of.
That'd be nice to go back in time. Is that what you're saying?
This is the first and last midnight craft session for me.
Nikki and I are both over 50, so I can get away with that. Hey, Alan,
Yeah.
can you do me a favor? I need that my stamp cleaner thing. I forgot it.
Yeah, so I just thought it might not be something that everyone thinks of, is to actually do just like one of those special age cards that, we all
Okay.
have to do now and then.
I like that actually.
Yeah, I just thought it'd be quite cool to do, you could do 40, 50, whatever. You've got multiple letters, so you're not even, you're not restricted by the number of letters either. So I'm just trying to get my letters onto my
cards. Go this way. So far what I've done is I've literally just taken one stamp and I've stamped this around. Now, these are all layering stamps. And, remember when I said I have this? If you're not sure what some of these are, you can look on the front of your stamp set and you can see the black is showing you what the stamp looks like. And then you can look at the little image because they are kind of small. So sometimes it can be a little intimidating. But as long as you just use your artwork that is on the front of your stamp, you should be, stamp set, you should be good. And so I'm layering these up in a couple of colors. So I just kind of stamped around with a bigger base flower in a lighter pink. And now I'm going to go to a darker pink for the next one. So this is what I'm creating right here. I'm also not even going to worry about if I get this on here in exactly the right position. Because it's okay if it goes off a little bit. Well, maybe not that much, but excuse me, I'm choking. That one looks better. Getting ink all over my stuffs.
What I would say as well to everyone at home is when you get these, use a pokey tool to actually take your letters off rather than, just actually trying to peel them off. You do, because they are paper. So, you do have to be a little gentle with them. They're pretty good, but if you decide to watercolor with them, don't remove your letters while they're still wet because they can tear, because obviously the water is going to affect the paper.
That's a very good point.
I'm impatient, and I keep every time I demonstrate these, I pull them off and I keep tearing them. But ordinarily, that doesn't actually happen. And these, I think we tested these, and they were good for 20. Was it 20 uses? 20.
Oh gosh, I mean,
it was
they're
a lot.
Really durable. They're really nice. They're thin enough that you can stamp, over the edges, but they're not flimsy.
Yeah.
Alan, you asked me a question. Oh, Cindy Patty is asking if we would ever do numbers. That's a good question.
We talked about that, didn't we? I'd love to do numbers. Yeah, I think we should do numbers. I have to say, this is one of my favourite products of all time. I absolutely love this. And Mr. Doodles loves them as well. He thinks they're awesome.
Oh,
But
Mr. Doodles, that's so cute.
every time I get these out to craft with them, I just absolutely lose myself in what I'm doing, and I absolutely love it.
Well, I think the great thing about it is that you don't really have to think about what you're doing when you're doing it. It's
And the stamps are very forgiving as well.
oh yeah.
You don't have to worry too much about what the flower is, and even though they're layers, you don't even need to worry about lining those layers up too much or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
They so well.
Well, and I think you guys just watched me like this one I didn't stamp very well. I just went back over it again. The nice thing is they are clear stamps so that if you need to go over it again, you can. It makes it really easy to do. I think this is the one that I need next. So again, if you just hold on to this little sheet here, this is your layering guide. And that's going to help you so that you know what you're doing. So I went with a lighter purple, and I'm just putting some detail in that with a darker purple. And it's not even going to line up exactly the same every time, but it's just so pretty. Look how pretty those are. All illustrations by Nikki Hall, just so you know. Alrighty. Do we have any other questions in there, Alan? I like using, well, no, it doesn't have to be a large acrylic. This just happens to be the only size. Oh, okay, all right. So the question is, does the large acrylic block help? I like using this instead of like a Misty or something because I can just keep stamping and stamping, and I think it's slower with a Misty. This kind of stamping would be slower with a Misty. But does it help? I mean, I think you can use anything that you're comfortable with, to be honest with you. As long as you're comfortable with it, it should be fine.
You see, I really like using my small stamp box with these because the stamps are quite small. I kind of feel like it's very quick to do if you use a
Mm-hmm.
small. So I wouldn't, like you say, for me, using something like the Misty, it's quite time consuming because you're kind of opening and closing it all the time. So, but obviously, it's up to you how you want to do it.
Yeah. And the one thing you do want to pay attention to with this is that you're stamping both inside and outside of your letters so that you get like full bloom all around. At least I like it that way. And
Yeah,
I
I
know
like.
it looks kind of like a mess when you're going with it, but it really all comes together beautifully.
You have to keep going, don't you? Because there's a point where you kind of get quite a lot of stamps on, and you think, "Oh, I don't know about that," but just keep going. Trust in the process because it does look
Exactly.
absolutely stunning when you've finished. It'll blow you away.
I'm trying to find one that I'm looking for here.
I'm already stamping, Angie. I can't
You're
sit
what?
here. I'm already
Oh,
doing
I'm
mine.
stamping. I'm stamping. I'm just I'm not locating a stamp that I'm trying to find. I think I got the wrong one.
I
I
can't sit
think.
here and stamp these because they're so
Oh, that's
addictive.
that one. I think it's this one. Okay. Oops. I need the darker color. The only thing that you really have to remember is, a light color first and a darker color second. Yeah, this goes like this.
Do you do your flowers first, or do you do your foliage first?
I do my flowers first.
Do you?
I do. I don't know why. Who says
I,
that? I don't know why. That's from a TV show. What is that from, Alan? Don't know why. Oh, I know what it is. It's from Frasier. It's from an episode of Frasier. Sorry, I'm a Frasier fanatic. Okay, so now I am going to fill in with a little bit of some leaves here. So let's see. So yeah, I just like to do a little bit of the flowers, and then I'll do a little bit, and I leave some room for the leaves. Um, and then I'll come back in and fill in with flowers where needed.
I'm
The wrong
starting.
one. Oopsie, I'm using the wrong thing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Sorry, I'm used to it now. Um, I'm doing my leaves first this time because I always end up with no room for the leaves, and I think the leaves look amazing.
I do too. I love them. And sometimes I only do like a partial stamp too.
Yeah, I was just going to say, doing that second generation stamping really works. So,
Hmm.
I used inked a leaf here and I've actually stamped it 4 times
Oh, yours is really looking
without.
summery. I'm just getting like the tips of these leaves here, just a little bit.
Yeah, that looks amazing. Can you believe we've lost half an hour already?
No, no, gotta hurry.
Uh,
No,
I'd better get a move on here.
I know, that's how I'm feeling. That's exactly how I'm feeling. So I've got a light green. Now I'm going to go to a darker green. Actually, I'm gonna go really dark. So I'm gonna make this really dramatic. I'm looking to see if there's any questions from anybody. So does anybody have any questions that they want me to pass along to Nikki? I'm looking to see. Unfortunately, the questions go off of the screen after a little bit, so I don't always see them. Look how pretty. Oh, this is why I love the two-tone. It's so gorgeous. I know, it's very, very quiet, everybody. Too quiet. Oh, Linda Higgins is asking, how long have you been crafting, Nikki?
I have been crafting, well, all my life, but paper crafting, as we know it, making actual cards, I would say I think I started that seriously in 2020, but I did do it before that as well. I've been lucky that I used to have a very creative, kind of creative job. Um, and I used to sometimes have to craft as part of my job. It was really quite cool.
What
So
what job was that?
I used to work for an advertising agency, and one of our a couple of our customers were quite creative. Have you heard of Airfix? The Airfix kits that
No.
are they they made they still do, they're still around. They make model kits of lots of aeroplanes and ships and things like that from like the Second World War and stuff. And
Oh,
cars.
really?
Yeah, they do all sorts of different models and paints. They're a huge company. And they were one of our main clients, and we used to sometimes have to make up the models, and I was involved in a lot of the packaging and kind of it was just quite a creative job. So I kind of had to do stuff with that, and yeah. So, but I started crafting. Basically, I was watching. I'll say it because it doesn't matter. But I was off work sick one day, and I was watching QVC, and they had a craft show on, and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you could get all these stamps, and they were stamps back then, and nothing like we have now,
Oh
and
yeah.
well, I just bought a kit. I remember it vividly. I remember how much I paid for it. I remember what was in it. Um, and I sent off for this kit, and that was it. I just, from that moment
You were
on,
hooked.
I was after that, and um, and luckily for me, as more or less as soon as I kind of started um, doing that, I changed jobs, and they one of the bosses kind of saw me, but I was talking to one of the girls that I was working with, and she said, "Oh, bring some cards in." And I was like really embarrassed. I said, "Oh no, they're not very good." And she was like, "No, bring them in. I want to see." And this one of their big bosses walked past, and he said, "I wish you'd brought those in yesterday. I just went out and bought 20 cards yesterday."
Oh my gosh.
And I'd only been crafting really for probably 2 months, I think, something like that, properly.
Yeah, but you're
And
just so naturally talented.
he did this big announcement. We had this big company announcement, and he decided to tell the whole company, "Oh, Nikki Hall makes cards. Go and buy all your cards from her." And I was swamped, and I
Oh my
literally,
gosh.
the whole of the trunk of my car was full of greeting cards that I'd made. And I just used to take them to work with me and give people my keys. And, I made it really easy for them. They just used to go to the car, pick what they want. And I made so much money. It was great. And when I left, I was, yeah, I noticed it
Wow.
financially.
That's
But yeah,
pretty cool.
started really. And then I started supplying a couple of local shops. And yeah, it just kind of
That's actually
snowballed.
really cool. I don't know if you've ever told me that story.
Really?
I don't know
Yeah.
that you have.
And then I started teaching as well. Was because I couldn't find any
Oh,
classes.
I'm sorry. Alan said there's more questions coming up. What are the more questions? Answer or ask what give me a question, honey. Oh, here's a question for you, Nikki. Would the letters hold up if you spritzed water on them for a watercolor look?
They will, but what I would say is you need to let them dry. So I've got some here that when you come over to me, I'll show that I actually peeled off some cardstock earlier before we actually came live, and they were from last time I was using them. And like I said before, you have to remember this is a repositionable glue, and these are paper stickers. And although when you get them, you'll realise they're really nice quality, they are paper, and there's a reason why we wanted them to be paper. Um, so what I would say is let them dry completely before you pull them off the paper, because what happens is the sticker is slightly wet, and they start to tear a little bit if you're not really gentle. So, and it's just easier. So I would literally just wait. Don't be impatient. It's kind of like having to wait for your stickles to dry.
Yeah,
They're a little.
I think the biggest takeaway with all that is they are paper, so treat them accordingly, right?
Exactly. But they are really great quality, and you'll see when you actually get them in your hands how lovely they are.
So right now I'm kind of feeling around here to see where, because after a while it's kind of hard to see like where your little you know,
Yeah,
letters
yeah,
and
you can't
stuff
see them
end.
after a while.
You kind of lose them. So I'm just checking around, feeling to see where can I add, where do I need to add
Yeah,
some more color? And then also just kind of doing that color balance thing too, making sure I have things represented in different places. And I know it looks like a mishmash, but once I lift these up, you're going to see, just some gorgeous, gorgeous detail. And you're going to understand why all this is, all over the place here. So, do we have to guess how many flowers Angie stamped to win a prize? Oh my gosh, Kathy. You know what? I'm not even thinking about what I'm doing either. I'm literally just
I
filling
know.
in the space.
I'm half looking at the screen to see what you're doing and kind of like just.
It looks like I'm making a mess.
No, it doesn't.
It does right now, but you wait. So
Yeah.
I'm lifting one of these up now. See how we did. And look at this. I can put this here too. I can actually use these letters for another card. Look how gorgeous that is. And I can also have that be a mask for another card. Look how pretty. It's working out. Regan says, Alan Hunt was so quiet, he must have been keeping track. Here comes the Y. Oh my gosh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. The inspiration for this was actually, for this set, was actually seeing some of the beautiful watercolor, like monogramming some of these watercolor artists, can do. And, well, I can't do that, but I thought, how can this be done? And Nikki and I were just like, let's figure out a way to make this so that everybody can create this. Look how gorgeous that is. The YOU, and then look at this one. Look how pretty. You don't even need to do much more than that. So I'm almost done, Nikki.
Yeah.
I really thought this was going to take a lot longer, to be honest with you. And it doesn't. It's, what?
It's okay. I was just looking for something. It's okay. Yeah, you're done.
Yeah, I'm about done. So I'm actually going to, let me see. Where's my paper? Oh, you know what? I'm wondering. No, I don't think that'll fit. Sorry, everybody. This is just me talking to myself now. I'm trying to get another piece of paper. Okay. So I'm going to line this up. Now, I just want to show something here. I'm a very weird person when it comes to having everything kind of centered and lined up. And so I'm going to take this and I'm going to lay this O. I like to start in the middle with the centermost letter and put that in the middle. I think that's the middle. It's close enough. We're going to call that the middle. And I could be drawing lines and laying this out, but I'm going to eyeball it. You eyeballing me, boy? What is that from? Alan, you're not supposed to give it away. I'm never asking you. I'm not on here with you, you goofball. I didn't tell you to. I never said that to you. Yeah, like I have any control over you. I obviously do not. You're so funny. All right, let's see. That's going to be too close. So I'm laying this down and I'm just kind of checking to see how close that Y is going to be to the edge. So I have my U is right over here. I want to make sure that I've got about 1/4 of an inch. Look how cute that is. Janet says, sounds like she still wants you quiet. No, I just didn't want him to give away the answer to the question. I did not. Now I don't say that. I don't speak to you like that. Oh, Nikki, there's a question. Do you have these to sell in Europe?
We do. Yes,
You do?
The only thing is, right now, we launched these. I think it was what was it 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I think. And literally, we sold out of everything in 2 days. So we've had a redelivery, but it is stuck in customs. So the only thing is, we have the stamps and everything, but we don't have the calligraphy masks right now. But you can pre-order them if you want to. They're literally, we're just waiting for them to get released by customs. There's some kind of hold up, which is really infuriating me right now, but I
Yeah,
can't do
but
it.
hopefully, I mean, it's already been a few days, several days that they've had it held up. So hopefully it won't be much longer.
We're hoping. If not, we'll have to get some more shipped out.
Yeah. But once you get them, you'll ship them out right away.
Yeah, Alan's got nothing else to do. He can soon put an order together for me.
Okay, so I'm just putting the word love on here. So this is not part of the kit or bundle that we have, but these are our Simply Word dies, and you get 8 dies in here. So you get 4 word dies and then the shadow for each. And so these actually sold out like so quickly, and we finally got these back in stock just about a week ago. And so this is the Simply Word dies. They're fantastic. You can use them with so many things. We also have Simply Sentiments, which is a stamp set that has all kinds of fragments, or sentiment fragments that goes with each of these dies. But you could just use it simply like I did here. I've actually die cut the love die 3 times, stacked them up, just adhered them to each other. And now it says love you. Look how cute. Is Alan giving you that card for Mother's Day? Boy, oh boy, they got your number, Alan. And then we have this other word, you here. And you could choose to put whatever other words you want to put. I don't know if you have other dies or something. Keep it clean. But if there's other things you want to put there, like miss you, if you have a miss you, like a miss stamp, that would work. You could do the love you there again as well. And literally 2 cards for the price of 1. Look how cute. I think they're so pretty. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's clean, it's simple, and it is just gorgeous. You know what I was just thinking? And maybe this is what somebody was asking about too, about the watercoloring. But had I done these, I used our hybrid inks on these. But did we talk about this? Sometimes I craft and I don't listen. But if I had done these in a dye ink on watercolor paper, I could have spritzed it. Is that what we were talking about earlier?
That's what I've done.
Is that what you've done, or is that what you're doing?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just hanging on.
Oh, cool! Look at that. Our minds think alike, except you think about things faster and earlier than I do. Kathy says, my husband went into my craft room on my last birthday and took a card I made and gave it to me. Yep. Uh-huh. Let me see that. Oh, see, now just like that, it looks like you have a gorgeous, gorgeous garden.
Yeah.
And you know what my favorite thing is that you've done there? That one stamp, if you look at the back of that big red stamp is actually a poinsettia. You've done it in pink, so it doesn't even look like a poinsettia anymore. It's just gorgeous.
Yeah, and actually, I haven't really layered any of these. So where you have on your packaging and you have, because by the way, guys, we actually showed you the breakdown so that you can see the layers. I've not really bothered layering. This is why they're so versatile to use. You would not think this was from a winter botanical set at all. So all I've done is I put a lot of greenery on mine. I really like it to have a lot of green. So all I've done is I just literally, because this is on watercolor cardstock, and I haven't actually tried this technique yet, and I've been dying to do it. So I've just got a little spritzer. You don't need a lot. and this, I'm on Distress Inks here, just one little spritz and just let it move of its own accord. You don't want it to go too far because it can start to look a little bit messy. And
I'm
then
wondering if that's going to go underneath the sticker at all, the letter.
well, I did stick it down quite well to make sure that it didn't. What I would say is the first time I did this, I wasn't thinking, and I decided that I would dry my inks with a heat gun. That wasn't really a good idea because obviously it's got glue on, and I didn't think about the fact that it was actually melting
Mm.
behind. Now, the other thing that I really like to do, and it makes a massive difference, is I like to just get a bit of ink and I like to just go over my letters. Just a little bit, you don't need a lot. And just, it's up to you, but I like this because it's one of the, when you're stenciling and you think you've got no ink on your paper, and then you lift your stencil and you think, oh wow, I did actually have a lot of ink on there after all. This is what happens. So I've barely put any on there at all. So I'm going to actually lift this off now. I may well tear these because, like I was saying, don't lift them when they're wet. But let's have a look. So I actually find using my poker tool is a really good option, and they're actually not, because I only put water around the edges, they're not really wet. It's, these letters aren't really wet, so they're coming off really nicely. And the one thing Angie and I didn't expect when we did this, when we actually designed these, was the effect. Sorry, I'm just trying to grab some closer.
Everybody is loving what you're doing, Nikki. I wish you could read the comments. The blue is going to change the whole scene. Loving the blue you're adding. I love that shadow technique. So pretty. They turned out so beautifully. I need to try watercolor. They're loving this.
See, look what happens to your letters. Is
Mm-hmm.
we didn't expect this, did we, Angie? It was kind of like a bonus. It was
Yeah.
an absolute bonus. So let's just pull these others off because I want to show you another technique which is really cool. I might not have time to do it, but I've got one that I've already done.
You've got time. We're good.
Yeah, I've got time to be up till 5 a.m.
You don't need to work again till tomorrow.
You
You're good.
have no idea what Alan and I put up with, really. I'm Alan's number one fan. I know what that man has to deal with. So, yeah. So these are lifting up really nicely. That's the first set I've actually done where I haven't
That's
actually.
beautiful. The only thing that would make that prettier is if it said Angie and you sent it to me.
Well, you know what? I nearly did that, but I just decided that, true to the name, it would be a bit long-winded. So what you could do here is you could outline these letters if you wanted it. If you felt like you wanted to get a little bit more depth, you could. The other thing as well, guys.
Oh no, here she goes. Look at her. You are going to show me up big time. Look at you.
Look.
You're so creative.
Just pencils. Hang on, let me show you because you can't see that. No, but it's about having all these different ideas, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look how that is with the stenciling behind.
You just tend to have better ones than I do. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh.
Now, another thing. Shall I do the thing I did last time, Angie?
Sure.
Really
yeah.
Okay. Right. So I've got some glue here. So this is one of my favourite glues, the Art Glitter glue, and it's just perfect for this. So what I'm going to do is just gently, I'm going to try not to take an age doing it. I'm going to add some glue, and you can actually follow. And I'm just flooding the area. So you need a glue that's got a nice fine tip. And just try not to put too much in there.
Diane Curtis is saying, I'm definitely pulling these out tomorrow.
Yeah. I literally could craft every day with these letters.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's so many different things that you could do. Like I said, you could outline them with a black pen. They would look amazing if you did them in a metallic pen. Now I'm just going to do, I might do try and do a different technique on each letter. That would be quite cool, wouldn't it? Okay, so grab some scrap paper. And let me see now. I'm going to go glitter. Look, I have a little lid in there.
What color glitter are you using?
This is just, I don't know if it's clear or whether it's a white one. So just get plenty on there. And just be careful when you shake this off because I've got a lot of glue.
Oh my gosh. That's gorgeous. That? Look at the dimension on that. Oh my.
I don't know whether the glue will dry flat. If you've got any kind of three-dimensional glue, it would look amazing. But you saw how quick and easy it was to actually do that. Just look the area. And because you've got no outline, it's really forgiving. You can't see, like I wasn't particularly straight around here, and there's a couple of little bobbles where I've gone over it. But you can't see because it's forgiving. Now, another thing that you could do as well is, and I've done this, let me see, let me go with my pen. Let me just go around the ink pad. So I'm sticking my end down again. And
Beth Ballone is saying gorgeous. It would be lovely framed.
It would.
Yeah. They're loving this.
Yeah, I think this is what you're going to end up doing. You're going to end up creating little pieces of art because
Kathy says you could use a Versamark pen and emboss it too. Fran is asking, how do we order this bundle? Fran, if you can order it if you go to the LDRS Creative website. Actually, I think Linnea is going to put a link up there again for you. But we have the bundle. The bundle includes the Wildflower Botanical that I used here, and it includes the alpha masks as well. So there's the link. But we also have the Winter Botanicals, which is the one that Nikki is using. And then if you are in the UK, you can order from Nikki as well. If you go to the Polka Doodles website. What is your is it polkadoodles.co.uk?
It could be polkadoodles.com. It doesn't matter.
Okay, so polkadoodles.com.
Yeah. Right, now I was going to actually do this back onto my, I'm going to call it a piece of art because it is really, it's a piece of art that you're going to create here. And you know what, if you send monogrammed cards, everybody's going to think you're amazing. And because they won't believe that you've actually done it yourself. Now I think I might have, I don't know whether that's still sticky. I've got a fan on in here, it's blowing everything everywhere. So I'm gonna...
Oh, Terry Wigan is saying, would love for you to come out with words like thanks, happy, etc., and maybe even some flowers. Are you talking about in the masks, Terry?
Funny enough, that I was thinking about that earlier.
Yeah, I'd love to do some more of these. They're just so beautiful.
So I've put Versamark ink on here, and now I'm just heat embossing it.
I wasn't actually watching what you're doing. I was reading through comments, so I'm not sure what is going on. Ah, okay, yes, the masks. Terry said, yes, the masks.
So it will come off. It's just because I've heated that glue, don't forget.
Oh, I see what you did. So now you've gone over the top of the mask itself. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
So, you can, and I actually, last time I did this, I'll show you the ones that I've done before. I did, I'll show you some of the things that I've done.
Yvonne says that takes it to the next level. I've learned something new. Thank you.
Yeah, it really does. So look, this is a big J I did before, and I actually did this 3 times. So if you've never done ultra thick embossing before, you just use your Versamark over the top, put the powder on, heat it. Whilst it's still hot, you can put your powder back on again and heat it again. Or if it's not, if you've left too long and it's gone cold. In fact, look, let me show you.
So you're saying once it heats, it doesn't stick to the paper permanently?
It hasn't done, no.
Okay, that's good.
Be careful because, again, because we're adding ink to the paper, you're compromising the paper a little bit. So earlier on, just before we went live, now my embossing powders are good. It's not the same one, but so look, I should have turned the fan. So this one now is having a 4th coat. So you can, what I'm saying is you don't need to actually apply Versamark ink in between every coat. Just, sometimes it'll stick, sometimes it won't. If you keep doing it and it's still hot, you can generally just apply the powder and it'll stick. Now, I wouldn't probably go more than 4 coats. So this is a very fine powder I'm using here. But this really makes it stand out 3D. So if you then, so just cool that down. I just blow on it to cool it down a bit. So if I try from the bottom, because I did actually tear mine here earlier, I was a bit impatient.
Is this a J that you've used over and over and over again too?
Yeah, I've used it. So this J originally I'll show you the back of it. This is why it's, it's kind of it's had water on it. Oh, look, it's all stuck together again. Look. So you can see it's had the pattern on from the ink, and it got quite wet, this one. So but look how thick that is now. If we actually apply that. But the other thing is, look what we're left with as well. Mm-hmm. So now you could actually use that in an abstract way as well. So think about that. So if you had your J and your Joy, and you actually did all your stamping and then did this, but do this first and then do your stamping, you could do all this like really abstract effect, if you can see that. So that would make it look even more mixed media and even more expensive. That looks so expensive. If you were sending a wedding card or something like that, it just looks amazing. It looks like a die cut. It's just fabulous. And then just to show you a couple of other things that you can do. So with this one, I just literally put the letters down, and then I blended over it like you saw me do with the blue, and then I just added a stencil. You don't even need to do anything else. So the letters work on their own. I really love how the actual waste, if you like, can also be used. Mm-hmm. That's another really cool one. And
Do you
then,
have, I'm sorry, go ahead.
go on, what were you going to say?
I was wondering if you had the one that you did the other
Yeah,
night on your live.
yeah, I do. So,
Mary Frick says I may need to quit my job so I can craft more. Look at that. Oh
so
man.
look, these are the same stamps, exactly the same stamps.
Yeah, those are
So,
both the winter botanicals.
yeah. So I'm just completely, in fact, they're not even different colours. This was with the distress inks as well. I just literally haven't put the pinks in there. And I went for darker greens and more blue. And there's a cute little bird in this set as well, which I'm just in love with. And then what I did, I don't know if you can see, but I just put hints of metallic on there. And that was with, there's a little tiny stamp, which is actually a flower centre. And so I just embossed that one. I let it all dry and then I actually embossed that and went over with embossing powder again. So the same. And then just to show you something else I did, which will blow your mind, is so
Yeah.
look what happens when I glittered this.
So that is the same glitter technique that you did with the white, but this is in a red glitter.
Yeah. So, oh, oh look, I've just put that on top of there. So yeah, look.
Those are stunning.
So I don't have a lot of glitters actually. I'm not really a glitter person, but I'm really loving this white. It looks so nice. I think it looks nicer in person than it does on screen. Um,
Yeah, it looks pretty good on screen.
this, this one, what I did was I left the stickers on because I don't know if you can tell, but they're quite thick. And I left the stickers on because I'd used these quite a few times and they were starting to disintegrate a bit because I was getting them wet and then getting them wet and getting them wet. You won't be like that when you're doing it at home. But I'd actually embossed these in metallic, I think. Or I don't know if I just actually coloured them in with a metallic paint, I can't remember now. And then I was just trying to show people lots of different techniques.
Hmm.
Then I went over them with the glitter. So, you know,
Yeah.
you can either do the sticker with the glitter or take the sticker away. I like taking it away because I've got the sticker to reuse again then. Because
Right.
it's all giving you lots of longevity out of the
But
pack.
yeah, but if you've got a sticker that you've used several times and you're ready to retire it, why not use it like you just did? And keep in mind too, if you leave that sticker on there long enough, the adhesive will become permanent.
Yeah, yeah. So there's lots of different.
Lisa is asking how many times can you reuse the stickers?
I think I think when we tested, I think it was about 20 times.
Yeah.
But I mean, it
But
depends
but
what you're doing with it
yeah,
because
but
if
keep in mind, I mean, you're getting in here, you've got the full alphabet. So when
yeah,
we say 6 designs, that means there's 6 sheets, and each sheet has, you can see this example here, is a mix of alphabets, or it's a mix of letters and sizes on each sheet. So there's 6 different layouts of sheets to cover the full alphabet, and then there's 4 sheets per design. So like on one sheet, let's say you might have the 3-inch A 4 times, and then you'll have that 4 sheets. So you might have 16. I'm throwing numbers out here, just don't quote me on this, but you might have 16 of the 3-inch A or something like that. Depends on how many times they were used on each sheet and so on. So you're getting over, it's 550 pieces, but you're getting a ton of this. This is not typically going to be something, I mean, unless you're crafting with this like crazy, like you're not going to have to replace this after,
no,
for a very long time because we're giving you a ton just in one of these,
yeah,
just
and
in one pack.
I've used it so much, and I still haven't even used like all of one letter or anything. And the
Hmm.
other thing that, kind of when I was designing these, I don't know if you remember, Angie, but we kind of tried to put extra vowels in, and the only the letters of the alphabet that are less popular, obviously we maybe have less of those.
Yeah, fewer.
I think it was X, Y, Z. We had fewer of those, but the others we've got lots and lots. They're crammed in. We couldn't get any more space because we wanted to make sure that they were a decent size, that it was going to create something that had an impact. And you can
Yeah.
just use one letter. You don't need to use a whole word. just a monogram. Imagine if you received a card for me, if I got a card and it just had an N on it and it was all decorated beautifully, I'd be so impressed. I really would.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. If you're
That's
selling
okay.
your crafts, if you're selling crafts at craft fairs or I don't know what you call them over there. We have like fetes and fairs and things. You could literally be doing this and personalising car. You saw how fast they were to make. You could be doing this at a table and making
Yeah.
personalised cards for people. Tell them to come back in 20 minutes. That's what I used to do. I used to do a lot of personalisation when I started crafting, and people
What
loved it. Charged
what
top dollar.
Hey Nikki, what size are the letters that you used?
These ones are 2 inch.
So what is it, 2 inch and 1 inch?
There's 3, 2, and 1 inch. So this big one here is 3. These are 2 inch.
Those are two. Okay.
This is a bit bigger than a 4x6 card, but you can see that again it's the same thing on there. So they're going to fit. And when I designed these, I made sure that they fit all the different card sizes. We actually laid them all out. So they'll fit on a slimline or on a 4x6 or 7x5 by 7. So they'll fit everything basically.
I'm going to go ahead and bring us back to the front. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Angie, is there anyone
Actually,
Amy?
I can't switch yours. You have to switch yours.
Sorry.
What did you ask me?
Is there anyone that's got an Amy?
Is there an Amy out there or anybody? Or are you Alan, will you switch me back to the front? There we go. Oh, where did Nikki go? Oh no, where'd she go? There she is. Let's bring her back in.
I don't know what
We
happened
lost
there.
you there for a minute. We've got to get you switched back to the front, Nikki. Can you hear me, Nikki?
Yeah, just a second. I'm on
okay. We lost her for a minute there. Okay, there she is. Yay!
Don't quite know what happened there.
All right, so my card doesn't look anywhere near as good as yours.
It looks awesome. That's exactly.
No, but I actually learned a lot watching yours.
Oh, thank you.
I did. I did.
What's this for a wall or?
Oh, and look how it's different when you hold it up in front of you too. Now we can see how large that is. That would be gorgeous. Now, what if you have like a daughter, a granddaughter or something, and you do something like that? And somebody had already mentioned if it were framed, and if they did it in that size like you just did on that large of a paper, that is absolutely stunning to frame that and put that in somebody's room or in a frame that could sit on a nightstand or a table or something. I think that is just gorgeous. Is there something you want to say, Ellen? It's not on the screen. Angel had a comment. What did it say? Oh, thank you so much, Angel. Angel had a wonderful compliment for both of us. She said that they're beautiful with the embossing and the glitter and everything. So just gorgeous. Thank you. Yay. All righty. So we're going to do a giveaway. We are going to do a giveaway. And, I never give away what's in the bundle because everybody's always buying the bundle, and I don't want to give something away that you just bought because that's no fun for you to get two of them. So I thought since I'm using the Simply Word dies on my card, since I did use it anyway, and since we sold out of it and it's now back in stock, I thought let's give one of these away for somebody. So you do have to be present to win. The only way that we know you're here is if you leave a comment. So Mr. Hunt is going to shuffle through all the comments. Uh-oh, Angel says no sound. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear me? Okay, so Angel, I'm sorry, but I think that might be on your side. Okay, yeah, because everybody can hear me. So this is what we're giving. Yeah, this is what we're giving away. Jane Hindenlang. Jane Hindenlang. I'm so sorry if Alan mutilated your last name because I can't see. Oh, there it is. Hindenlang. Yay, Jane! Congratulations. You have won tonight the Simply Word dies. So you're tonight's big winner. So Jane, if you will please send us your name and complete mailing address. You're going to be sending it to customer service at ldrscreative.com. And we will get that out to you right away. Linnea is going to go ahead and get the email address out there for you. If she hasn't done so already, she may have put it up there and I just missed it. But congratulations, Jane. Thank you for being here tonight.
Angie, can I give it away?
Before we get going, before we say goodbye to Nikki, I want to remind everybody I'm going to do a very quick little sneak peek of everything that's going to be on HSN. So don't hang up, don't go anywhere. But I do want to thank the beautiful, wonderful, and talented Miss Nikki Hall from Polka Doodles for joining tonight. Polka Doodles and Squirrel and Vine. And by the way, your glass mat, that's the girl that did all of the artwork on that. Okay? She is the magician. So for all of you that are loving it, she's the one to thank. All right, so Nikki, thank you so much. You're gonna have to come back again. I think everybody loved you. I loved having you here. So
Oh, thank you. I loved everybody else. Can you do another giveaway before I go?
yeah, I can do another giveaway. What are we doing?
Right, okay. Let's do a giveaway for a $20 voucher for the Polka Doodle store.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Alan, you're going to be drawing a name for a $20 voucher to the Polka Doodle store. Woo! That's a good one. Drum roll, please. That's the best I got. Crafty Jan, congratulations. Gosh, I hope you're still out there, Crafty Jan. You have won the $20 voucher to the Polka Doodles store. So if you will do me a favor, please, and also, Nikki, can I have them send it to me and I'll forward it to you? Does that work?
Yeah.
Is it okay? Okay. So if you will please also send your complete name and, well, I'll have your email address because you'll send it to us. Remind us that you're tonight's winner of the Polka Doodles $20 gift voucher. And I'll get that off to Nikki, and then she will be able to send the voucher off to you. How's that sound? Does that work?
Yeah, cool. That's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so make sure you send it to LDRS Creative. I'm sorry, I'm blowing this. Customer service at LDRScreative.com. Okay, so Crafty Jan, that's where you want to send that. Customer service at LDRScreative.com. I'm losing my mind right now. I can't think. Okay, so what?
How do you think I feel at 1:10 in the morning?
Well, if you'd moved to Michigan, you'd be on our time. I've been trying to get her to move here for years.
Never fails.
Never fails. Hey, but I put it out there so everybody knows. Okay, so everybody, do not go. We're gonna do a sneak peek of HSN. But I do want to thank Nikki once again for being here. It has been an absolute joy, and I can't wait till you come back again.
Thank you for having me. And thanks, everyone. It's been lovely. Hopefully, we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye. Enjoy the rest of Bye.
Okay, everybody. So please stick around for just a moment here. HSN is coming up on Tuesday, the 14th. I do not have times yet. I have no idea what time we're going on. Absolutely no clue. But we're going to go overhead, and I do want to give you a very, very quick look at what we're doing. Let's go overhead. Okay. So let's zoom in a little bit more. So Sealed with Good Wishes is already up on the website, on the HSN website. So this one is, now here's the thing. I'm just gonna be blunt. I have an issue with the fact that everything in my craft studio is flammable. So I've been very, very reluctant to bring fire in here. So the idea was, I wanted to be able to do some seals, some wax seals, or the wax seal look, without having to light a flame in my craft studio. When we were initially planning this, we weren't even planning on stamps. We were initially planning to do this with an embossing folder, a cut and emboss folder. And it just didn't work out very well. And so then we came up with these beautiful stamps. There's actually 6 stamps in here. So one stamp has 3 different seals on it, and they're all different. You can see on the back here. So we have for all occasions: happy birthday, just a note, sending love, hello, thank you, for you, forever, thinking of you, and best day ever. And then we have some other sentiments down here as well. And so there's actually 3 different shapes to each of the seals, and then there's a coordinating die that will cut those 3 stamps out all at one time, and it'll give you those 3 different shapes. And the really cool thing is like you can stamp this, like if you're stamping this on, like a light colored paper, like a light pink, and then you use a dark pink to stamp it. It looks fantastic. If you wanted to emboss it with an embossing powder, now you get dimension with it. So you can do a lot of different things with it, and they will end up looking very much like real seals. They're pretty cool. And then we have the Seal with Good Wishes dies. So we have the string die over here, and then some beautiful floral and leafy green dies. Ignore the warning, that's just because it's in a plastic bag, but you can do some beautiful cards with this. I don't have card samples to show you because I had to ship everything out to HSN already, but I did want to at least show you. This is the one that, it's going to come in this pretty folder and everything. That is up there already. Now this one, I wish I had some card samples to show you now that I'm thinking about it, because this one isn't going to show as well. A couple of these aren't going to show as well without the card samples, but I do want to show you at least what we've got. This one is called Pattern Creation, and it's really cool. I wanted a way to do, patterns, and really funky, fun patterns. And so we came up with these. Some of them look almost Moroccan, and then we have some little flowers in here as well. They're different shapes and different sizes. This is what all the individual stamps look like. So you get both of these stamp sets. You're going to also get a QR code that's going to take you to videos as well. And I'm trying to remember, there is a QR code on the seals, the Seal with Good Wishes too. And so you're going to get all of these, and then you're also going to get all of these little templates. And these templates are really going to get you started. So these are pattern creation templates. I'm going to see if I have, let me put it just on plain white here. Okay, so this is what one of the templates looks like. This one is going to be, for vertical and horizontal patterns. You can also go on the diagonal. Actually, they'll all go vertical, horizontal, and diagonal. But this one is in a square shape, and we have different ones that'll fit different stamp sizes. So like this larger stamp here is going to fit in that square. Now the way that these are designed, they're going to repeat, okay? So you're also going to get this instruction sheet here. And this instruction sheet is going to say, for example, if you have this stamp, and you have pattern template number 1. So we go to pattern template number 1, and you can see the stamp. And we show you how you can stamp it to create that beautiful pattern. Look how gorgeous. It's all continuous. It's just stunning. Now on each of these stencils, you're going to have sorry, I got something on it. You're going to have a little frame here for an A2 card as well as a 5x7 card. So it helps you to line up and center everything perfectly. And so there's different templates. So that's the first template. This one is template number 2. It's still squares, but it's smaller. So it's going to work with some of the smaller stamps. All right, this one is smaller yet. And now number 4, we start going to a diamond shape. And then this one is more of a squished kind of a diamond shape. And so depending on what you're using, this is what you're going to refer to. You're going to have your crafting video here if you scan it. But then you're going to come here and you're going to say, and these two are for template 1. Then we have some samples here for template 2 and the different stamps that you're going to be using from each of the sets to create those beautiful patterns, right? So here's your sets. So you literally just have to look and say, okay, this is this stamp here and this is what I can create. So everything that we have on both sides here, look how gorgeous these are. These are all if you want to do full backgrounds, but you can decide to not do a full background. If you wanted to just do a frame around the outer edge. Okay, so let's say I want to use my template here, and I just want to go on the outer edge. I don't have to stamp in those center diamonds. I can just stamp around the outer edge. What if I just want to go across the bottom? What if I just want to have a focal point in the center? Okay. What if I don't even want to use my templates and I want to create my own patterns, right? You can do whatever you want with them. They're really, really fun. They're see-through, so you can line them up really easily. What if you don't even want to do this on cards? What if you want to do this on fabric? What if you're refinishing, I don't know, a little chest of drawers or something, and you want to create some of these beautiful patterns on there? What if you wanted to do something on a wall of your craft room? And I mean, it really is endless. And I can't wait until you see some of the card samples that our amazing design team put together with this, because they were so wonderfully creative and absolutely just blew me away. So this is a really beautiful and unique way of doing patterns, creating custom patterns, custom colors, mixing the colors. You don't even have to use the same color all throughout your whole pattern. You can choose two or three different colors or whatever it is you want to do. Really, really cool. Next up is we really wanted to do something that had a more masculine feel to it. And so this one we call the Lake House, which is actually named after it's a movie that I like a lot. And so this one has a real masculine feel about it. So this is, we've been doing some really amazing layered and building dies on HSN. And so this one has dies in here, for like woods, for trees. We've got a moose in here, a separate little thing for, the rack on, the antlers on his head. We've got a bear in here. We've got some beautiful, almost like, background, I don't know what you would call them, like mountain silhouettes and tree silhouettes. You can build a cabin, and this is what they look like. Let me pull this out of here. So actually, yeah, let me get this out of here so that you're not staring at the warning sign because it's a plastic bag. Because this is really cool. So we're showing you, we have this designed so that you get a stencil set here. So you see those beautiful mountains in the background? If you stencil through the top part of, if you ink blend through the top part of the stencil, you get basically the foundation of the mountains. And here's the mountain top, and then this is the beautiful water. That's the glistening water. I don't know if you can see that glistening water. So you can create all kinds of different scenes. Wait until you see all the different scenes. You can also create a cabin if you want to put the door on the front of the cabin. If you want to create a cabin that has a porch on one side, you can put it on the other side if you want. You can put trees wherever you want. If you want grass in the front, or if you want to, because we're using like the same piece here for the grass that we use here for the mountains. So many different things that you can do with it. And then you also get a stamp set here that is really kind of, all occasions. So we have a Happy Father's Day in there. That one's masculine. We have a King of the Hill. That one's maybe a little more masculine. But there's also, hope you have the best birthday. Miss you. Enjoy the good life. You're the best. Sit back and relax and enjoy your day. So they're just wonderful. If you wanted to do something like this, and maybe you don't want it to be masculine. Maybe you do this in real light, soft colors, and maybe you do a pink cabin, and maybe it's a she shed, right? So you can do lots of really cool stuff. Yes, absolutely, Diane. A winter snow scene. If you wanted to put like this white here, you can put like texture paste and glitter paste through that stencil, and it can all be snow, right? you can cut these little, the pieces in the front there, and instead of grass, that can all be in white and it can glisten and it can be snow. So there's a lot of stuff you can do with that one too. It's very, 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 very cool. So this one is called the Lake House. So it's perfect timing. I think, with, summer coming and everybody's traveling to, on their vacations, it's just perfect. Now, this set here is called Watercolor Effects. And I wish I don't have a card to show you this, but it is so cool. And Carol's going to demo this. We're actually trying to get a little more time on the HSN show for this one. But the card samples are stunning. So in this set, you actually get the 2 stamp sets. So you get this grid on the back where we show you the layering. Okay, so you can create beautiful different size pots and like the little milk jug thing there. This one has like a wooden, like a, what do you call it? It's like a wooden butcher block board. And there's a beautiful glass bottle in here, and you can build all of your flowers, and you're going to ink these with, let's say, a dye ink, a water-based ink. And then you can do just with a little bit of water and a little bit of a brush, and you will see videos of this too. Um, excuse me. With just a little bit of water and a little bit of a brush, you can make it look like you've watercolored the whole doggone thing, just because of the way that we've designed this. So this is going to make it super easy for somebody who wants to watercolor, but you're a little reluctant, or maybe you just want to, get that watercolor look really, really fast. This is going to work for you as well, and it's also giving you that gorgeous no line watercolor look. So I'm excited for you guys to see the videos on this and to see the demo on this as well, because this is top notch, one of my favorites that we're putting out there. And then last, we've got a fruit basket bundle. And so in here, this fruit basket bundle, you're going to get 2 embossing folders. Let me open up this one. You can see what it looks like. So this one, you've got 2 embossing folders. I don't know if you can see that. Look how beautiful that pattern is. It's really gorgeous. These are 2D embossing folders, like standard embossing folders. Look how pretty that is. So beautiful. So you get 2 embossing folders. You get a 4x4 stamp set that is very whimsical and has everything to do with all the fruit that's in the basket, like zest wishes, sending you a big squeeze, you're the cherry on top, and so on. And then you're going to get all of these fruit basket dies. So you get to actually build your fruit and build your basket. And that's what it's going to end up looking like. And it's so, so beautiful. And then if you mix this one to top it off together with the beautiful flowers in this Sealed with Good Wishes, then you can actually have a flower basket too. Ha ha. But look at this. When you see all of the dimension, like the strawberries, for example, are actually going to layer on top of each other. So you get 2 layers to it. So you can have the little seeds can actually be darker in the background. A lot of dimension. You're going to be building your oranges or lemons, whatever it is you want them to be. They're just so, so pretty. So that is our 5 new bundles that are coming to HSN. I cannot wait. Alan, you want to switch to the front? I can't wait until you guys get to actually see everything in action. You're going to look for Carol. Once we know the times for Tuesday, we will get that posted. I have no idea when we're going to be on as of yet. I mean, here it is Thursday, and it makes me nervous not to know. And I wish I could share it with you, but I don't know yet. But anyway, they're lots of fun. They're just beautiful. They're perfect for this time of year, springtime heading into summer, especially that one, the masculine one for Father's Day, for, just if you want to do a card for your son, for your brother, for your husband, or whatever it is, or if you want to make it girly and go the she shed way, that works too. So are all of these exclusive to HSN? In kit form, yes, these bundles, these kits are completely exclusive to HSN. It is quite possible that you might see some of the pieces like later in the future individually, but it will not be everything in the kit, and they certainly will not be in kit form, and they certainly will not be at the HSN prices, because of the quantities that they're able to purchase, they're able to we're able to do really, really good pricing for them. And so it really is the best way to get your bundles is through HSN. So, okay. Well, everybody, we have run way over. I'm getting the side eye from Mr. Hunt over there when he wakes up. Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed Nikki. It really looked like you did, so I appreciate that. Thank you for making her feel so welcome too. She's absolutely amazingly talented. I just adore her, and she blows me away. I was actually enjoying just sitting and watching her work too, her craft or play or whatever. So yeah, so thank you, everybody. Oh, remember, we will not be here next week. I am actually going to be taking a vacation. I haven't had one since August. So I will actually be taking a little vacation. So we will be back here live in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and but we're still, we've got some sales going on. The bundles are still up there. I think this bundle that we worked on tonight is good through Sunday. And we do, always, check out our website. If you don't already subscribe, do so that you get all of the information. We're doing like weekly deals and stuff too. So you can get some really, really good things that way, and you can save a lot of money that way too. So anyway, okay, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Have a great evening. Have a fantastic weekend. And don't forget, we'll be back in 2 weeks. Bye for now, everybody.